Finished 8th in the Big West. They lost in the quarterfinals of the Big West tournament to UC Santa Barbara as Cal makes it 10-0 in the first points. Shot clock at 10. Knocked away from George. Cal steals it. Dayday Ames racing up the floor, and Ames lays it in. George with 5 tonight. Averaged 10.5 a couple of years ago at Long Beach. Dayday Ames. How about that ball handling to the bucket? Mismatch inside. Willie Dort guarded by the much smaller Solomon Callahan as Dayday Ames gets to crawl off the front edge of the rim. Dayday Ames drives. Ames and one. Here's Bell. Ames left open. Rattles in a 3. Dayday Ames fires. 3. Cal with the rebound.
I wish he had that one back. It was point blank, just rushed himself.
Dayday Ames left open. 3. Justin Pippen. Dayday Ames, tough pull-up jumper from the foul line. First appearance for Isaiah Bronson, a redshirt freshman from Gilbert, Arizona for the Hornets, as Dayday Ames slithers in along the baseline. Brown, who last year was at Fairleigh Dickinson, and he was 8th in the country in scoring a year ago, averaged over 20.5 a game. Dayday Ames fouled on a pull-up jumper, and he'll head to the line for an and one. And both have coached in the NBA. We mentioned Jensen. Well, Mark Madsen spent time with the Lakers on their staff. Dayday Ames, and he has all 5 for Cal. And the ESPN app. Dayday Ames in the key. And Ames with the bucket to end the run for Utah. 41% three-point shooter, Traore. Dayday Ames spinning, falling away. Spinning. Dayday Ames finishes at the rim. 10 to shoot for Cal. Dayday Ames tries to penetrate. Defended by Rochland. And a step back by Dayday Ames, and he banks it in. The unorthodox matchup last year of Aniwa Tate-Jones, who was just a nuisance for other teams to handle. Here is Ames splitting the double team, and Ames gets the roll.
I mean, perfect the second half offensively. Now Cal just got to step it up defensively.
Ames able to get a roll. He's got a chance for an and one. Shot clock at 7 for Ames. Ames able to knife through traffic, take some contact, a chance for an and one. They've only turned it over 5 times themselves. Ames the spin move, Ames the finish.
And he gets the flex, and he gets the technical. To play this way because they had to match the intensity of Dominican, and they have. But that's respecting your opponent's second half.
Oh, Ames the crossover and then the finish. Playing defense here today, you see why he's selling that to his guys.
Oh, this is a good game for Cabrera, and he's now played Cal 2 years in a row.
They get it right back to Ames. Dayday. Oh, what a drive and a finish. Dayday Ames amongst 3 defenders gets it to go. Camden was one of 5 double-figure scores for the Bears there on Tuesday. The Bears get a hand on the basketball, off and running. Ames finishes and turning points off of turnovers into the scoreboard.
Double figures for Carr tonight. And now it's steal. Dayday Ames off to the races and finishes.
I don't know if you can call that defense. Look at that.
Gerard O'Keefe has come on, has his pocket picked. It's Dayday's turn for 2.
Now you see how aggressive Cal is.
Lions 4 for 16 from the field, 0 for 3 from distance. All day to the basket. Oh! Dayday, hammer down, and 1.
Here it is. Here's the blow by, up, and away.
professionally in Germany the last 4 years, and he has been a welcomed addition. Ames on a step back. He's nailed back-to-back jump shots.
In the first half of this game, Cal has done a good job, but now Tout with his second offensive rebound in the last 5 possessions.
Led the country in rebounding last year in Northern Arizona as Dayday Ames. Here comes Ames. Ames weaves his way, gets a shot off and hit it. Count it! A chance for 4!
Arms went
Now
up
they
in the
changed
air.
it again. They reverse the reversal. Count the bucket in a tie game.
And again, I love the fact that Coach Odom comes out with the suit on here over there on the sideline. No tie, but still has the suit on, coaching him up like his dad did back in the day. Oh, how about this?
A minus 16 rebound margin for the Bears. And plus 3 for the Hokies. Ames, 43% downtown, and he gets the roll. Ames again.
Get some off-the-ball movement if you're Cal.
Looking to set up Abdallah, spins away from him, and another tough finish for Dayday Ames.
Gets you leaning one way, spins to the other, and finishes with the right hand.
What does Cal try to do to answer? Well, they put it in the hands of Dayday Ames for the bucket and 1.
So does Dixon. Carolina really getting into the bench. Kyan Evans has come on the floor. Dayday Ames shakes him and drops the jumper.
That's the Dayday I wanted to see from Chicago. That was a little wiggle. Oh, Wes.
Ames.
Dayday's in his bag.
Dixon. Fall away with 5 on the clock.
Got him.
And Pippen. Away to Ames.
Normally we say mouse in the house. This time we say, gotcha.
A.J. Rahosi with a rebound. And around and out on the second chance. Ames with the push and the finish. He had 2 fouls in that first half.
Well, he's fouled out of 4 games this year, so he is prone to foul trouble.
Only played 7 minutes. That's 34 in blue.
You can't let Dayday Ames get to that left hand.
And 1! 30-point outings in his last 8 games, including a freshman record 36 in the Carolina win last week. Ames, another shot at a 3-point play.
Justin Pippen to the corner for Dayday Ames with 2 to shoot. Ames fadeaway over Wiggins for 2. Coach, you say that like it's obvious, and yet there's a level of sophistication in your tone that I appreciate.
Well, the defense, you have to work and move the ball and you get better shots. That's a tough shot and it makes it.
A little bit of a run trying to carve further into the deficit. Dayday Ames, nice move. Alex Steen, who was playing Division II basketball at Florida Southern the last 3 years. And Steen meets Ames, and then Dayday scores anyway.
NBA champ with the Lakers. It's year 3 for him with the Bears, and got off to his best start, 59-60, and a beautiful reverse and crossover by Dayday Ames. Ames, deep 3, and he's continuing the second half like he started the first half.
To add another one to the loss column against a team that's not going to make the tournament.
Dayday Ames gets in the key, pull-up jumper.
They want this game, I think, at a higher pace.
Ames fading away. Oh, the master of the mid-range, Dayday Ames.
Like a Sprite commercial ad or something like that for that one. He wasn't close to making that dunk.
Ames fade away. He is so good in the mid-range, and that fires Cal in front.
Defending those frontline guys inside, and he's really aggressive right now.
Ames has taken over. Dayday Ames, count it. Ames down the lane for 2. Dayday Ames delivers. Ames working against George, spins his way free and scores. Tied at 78.
No, I don't think so, but I think they're trying to figure out how to attack this zone defense.
Now he puts up the contested 3 and makes it. Washington was right in his grill, and it didn't matter.
Likes to shoot it from the perimeter.
Camden, the transfer from Delaware, with his back to the basket late in the shot clock. Deep 3 from Ames is good.
Played over 100 games for Clemson to start his career. Dayday Ames beyond the three-point line. Yes, they needed that badly.
They really did. Dayday Ames attacking the switch.
Cal trying to gain some momentum. Ames with another one coming. Got it.